Greetings from Green Hope. Yeah, my name is Andy Ikednachi Ochumba. I'm the CEO of Green Hope Agro Resort Nigeria Limited. And the name Green Hope is actually coming from the philosophy that, Nigeria is blessed. We are blessed with hectares of lands. We are blessed with large bodies of water. In Israel, they don't have access to water. So in Israel, water is an essential commodity. But in Nigeria, we have all these things in our mouth. So what does that mean? Our mainstay in this country is agriculture. We can actually feed Africa, So driven by this passion, driven by this ideology that we are meant to feed Africa, driven by the passion that we have the resources here, and we don't have any business with unemployment. Today, I'm in one of our farm settlements in Ekiti, where we do our cassava activities. So as you can see here, we have over 30 hectares, of farmed land. Out of these 30 hectares on this particular location, we have 10 hectares intercrop with cassava and maize. Then, apart from that, we also have the other 20 hectares, mainly cassava crops. Now, why cassava? I want you to pay attention to this information. Why? Because as of today, cassava is fast becoming a cash crop. For me, I call it alternative to crude oil. Why? Because the government are actually coming up with policies to actually turn this crop, this cassava, to a cash crop, So now, as of today, the government has come out with a policy called the 10% cassava flour policy, 20% cassava flour policy. What does that mean? It means that for our wheat, the wheat we normally import, it will be exchanged with cassava flour. So it simply means that when next you think about your bread, your meat pie, your chin-chin, your sausage roll, whatever cassava flour is used in doing, think cassava flour. And apart from that, I'm yet to see any tribe in Nigeria that doesn't use cassava in one form or the other. Is it the Yorubas? Is it the Igbos? Is it the Hausas? We all consume the byproduct of cassava. And I can tell you today that from this cassava, there are over 10, byproducts. There are over 10 industrial products we can get from cassava. But the funny thing is this: Nigeria is the highest producer of cassava, but we consume 100% of our cassava. We produce about 45 million metric tons on a yearly basis. Now, when you go to developed world like Asia and other third world countries, you find out that they actually use their cassava for industrial, purpose. They hardly consume it. For instance, in Indonesia, cassava is actually used for making drinks, beers, and all that. Now, from cassava, you can actually get fructose, sucrose, and all that is actually used in making sweet drink and sweeteners. From cassava, you can get starch. From cassava, you can get ethanol. From cassava, you can get alcohol. From cassava, you get your gari. From cassava, you can get your cassava chips, your cassava flours. So just name it. From cassava now, the drugs you take, you understand, about 30-40% of the drugs you take are actually made from cassava filler. From cassava, like your Panadol. There's cassava flour in your Panadol.